I embraced atheism after leaving fundamentalist Christianity. I realized I want to talk about important topics I never could when I was a kid. I want to talk about hard topics, things that our society is doing wrong. I want to talk about how marginalized groups and ethnicities are used as scapegoats where their rights are taken away. I want to talk about the awful things that happen to the LGBTQIA plus groups. I want to talk about how racism is so prevalent and normalized. My family doesn't even admit they have white privilege. I want to talk about how trans people are targeted. I want to talk about how women are groomed to be less than what they deserve. I want to talk about our misconduct in this country. I want to talk about how religion always felt like being chained up. I want to talk about how churches harm people. I want to talk about the inconsistent reactions and behavior I see from the powerful groups in our country. Why poor people are never getting a break. I want to talk about why my family never has important topic discussions. Why people ghost me and ignore mental health. I want to talk about things I never even could bring up as a child. I want to tell people that they messed me up. I want to tell people that they didn't do a good job as a parent. That by the time I had my own life, my parents did not get me ready to be a full functioning, confident adult. I want to talk about how my childhood and religious indoctrination was so effective. I still have internalized issues. I want to talk about hard topics. Why my family never has compassion for anybody in our family. I want to talk about things that you can't talk about. And I want to talk about the fact you can't talk about them. It's so frustrating. And people in the comments accuse me all the time. If God's not real, you sure talk about him a lot. I don't talk about God. I talk about the people who claim to follow him that act like pieces of shit. That's what I talk about. And I'm not saying that every Christian is bad. I'm saying the majority of people in charge, the machine, is just awful. Nobody knows how much damage women experience growing up in these environments. The flagrant narcissism I had to grow up with. Not having conversations about how to stay safe, how to protect yourself, how to say no is unforgivable. Making a child so uncomfortable to be themselves that they have to hide what they like. I want to talk about things that you can't talk about because of the environment I was raised in. My family, you can never say you're unhappy, you're miserable, you're making me miserable. Why is there no compassion when somebody admits they have mental health issues? There's no compassion, there's no hug, there's no affection. And when somebody changes their lifestyle, their religion, their beliefs, why is love conditional from everyone I know? Those are the topics I want to talk about. It's not okay. And yet everyone I know acts like it is. Sometimes I wonder if I'm crazy. But I'm not. Sometimes waking up and being an adult is realizing that everyone you know is the problem. That doesn't mean I can't take accountability for when I do things wrong. But when every authority figure I've ever had can't have a simple conversation about important things, you have a problem.